If running a business was easy, every business would succeed. Fortunately for market share, but unfortunately for those aspiring to be successful business leaders, running a business isn't easy. It's an enormous challenge that requires limitless energy, passion, creativity, stamina, and flexibility. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, only 1 out of 4 businesses survive their first 15 years, and a whopping 20% never even get close to reaching a 15-year milestone because they close within their first 2 years. Whether cash flow problems, poor leadership decision making, marketing failures, or lackluster business plans are to blame, one thing is certain: failing businesses lack well defined operating frameworks. Framework is a strategy that a business uses to unify, motivate, orient, and organize its people around a common vision to achieve predefined goals within a set time frame. An operating framework differs from a business plan and can be defined as mindful, intentional, and well-planned business operations. Essentially, an operating framework defines the actionable strategy that will enable a business leader to successfully execute their business plan. A well-defined operating framework will help you define what success means to your businesses and orient every piece of your company around a strategy to turn your collective vision of success into reality. The question is, what framework does organizations use today and how does this add value to their business? Live at News 24, we have Shira, Ira, Margaret, Cherry, and Jean to do the report. What is Baldridge Framework for Performance Excellence? The Baldridge Excellence Framework is being used today by business or non-profit, healthcare, and education organizations as a framework for organizational performance management, assessment, and excellence. They are used not only as an application for the Malcolm Baldridge National Quality Award, but as the way to run a business, even being called a roadmap for the future by Quality Magazine. It offers something different than Lean Six Sigma, ISO, Magnet, and other methodologies and strategies. The Baldridge criteria offer an organization-wide perspective that optimizes an entire system rather than just focuses on pockets of excellence. There are 3 versions of the Baldridge Excellence Framework. First, the business or non-profit Baldridge Excellence Framework is used by the manufacturing, service, small business, non-profit, and government sectors. Second, the healthcare Baldridge Excellence Framework. It is used by healthcare organizations. One example is how the American Healthcare Association's National Quality Awards program has adopted the Baldridge criteria for performance excellence. And lastly, the Education Baldridge Excellence Framework. It is used by educational organizations. So what can Baldridge do to the organization? Whether your organization is new, it is growing, or it has existed for many years, it faces daily and long-term challenges. It also has strengths that have served you well so far. The Baldridge Excellence Framework helps you identify and leverage your strengths and prepare to face your challenges. It helps you address issues that are important to your organization, such as understanding what it takes to be competitive and achieve long-term success in your education environment. Second, getting your leaders, managers, and workforce all on the same page. Next, ensuring that your employees understand and can contribute to the drivers of your organization's success. Next, understanding and meeting or exceeding the requirements and expectations of your students and other customers. Next, ensuring that your operations are efficient and lead to short and long-term success. As a result, you will be better able to position your organization to succeed and accomplish your mission, with a sense of greater clarity and with alignment among your leaders, employees, students, other customers, and key partners. The value is that Baldridge is intentionally non-prescriptive. It does not tell leaders how to manage their organizations. There are no two organizations alike. Organizations operate in different environments, even in the same industry or market, are pursuing different strategies. They have different core competencies, and they are addressing different strategic challenges internally and externally. Organizations assess their own system against a detailed material available. This works through the foundation criteria for performance excellence based on 7 categories, 6 of which represent a collection of processes, and the 7th represents outcomes. So all in all, Baldridge is adaptable to any education organization's needs. It doesn't prescribe how you should structure your organization or its operations. In the organizational profile, you describe what is important to your organization. Baldridge encourages you to use creative, adaptive, innovative, and flexible approaches and to choose the tools that are best suited to your organizations and are the most effective in driving improvements and sustainable high performance. As we can see in the illustration, the performance system consists of the 7 categories in the center of the figure. These categories define your processes and the results you achieve. Performance excellence requires strong leadership and is demonstrated through outstanding results. The word integration at the center of the figure shows that all of the elements of the system are interrelated. The center horizontal arrowheads show the critical linkage between the leadership triad on the left and the results triad on the right, and the central relationship between the leadership and results categories. The center vertical arrowheads point to the organizational profile and the system foundation, which provides information on and feedback to key processes and the organizational environment. The leadership category asks how senior leaders' personal actions guide and sustain your organization. It also asks about your organization's governance system, how your organization fulfills its legal and ethical responsibilities, and how it makes societal contributions. The strategy category asks how your organization develops strategic objectives and action plans, implements them, changes them if circumstances require, and measures progress. While the customers category asks how your organization engages its students and other customers for ongoing market success, including how your organization listens to the voice of the customer, serves and exceeds students and other customers' expectations, and builds long-term relationships with the students and other customers. The measurement analysis and knowledge management category asks how your organization selects, gathers, analyzes, manages, and improves its data, information, and knowledge assets, how it uses review findings to improve its performance. The workforce category asks how your organization assesses workforce capability and capacity needs and builds a workforce environment that is conducive to high performance. The category also asks how your organization engages, manages, and develops your workforce to utilize its full potential in alignment with your organization's overall needs. The operations category asks how your organization designs, manages, improves, and innovates its educational programs and services and work processes and improves operational effectiveness to deliver value to students and other customers and achieve ongoing organizational success. The results category asks about your organization's performance and improvement in all key areas: student learning and process results, customer results, workforce results, leadership and governance results, and financial, budgetary, market, and strategy results.
This is Marie Diaz who will report about when did the Baldridge framework for performance excellence start and how does it develop over the years. In the mid-1980s, U.S. leaders realized that American companies needed to focus on quality in order to compete in ever-expanding and demanding global market. Then the Secretary of Commerce, Malcolm Baldridge, planned to advocate quality management as a key to U.S. prosperity and sustainability. The goal of Malcolm Baldridge's National Quality Improvement Act of 1987 was to enhance the competitiveness of U.S. businesses The scope has been expanded to healthcare and education organization in 1999 and to nonprofit government organization in 2007. As the drivers of long-term success of this Baldridge framework have evolved and have recognition and awards, the Baldridge framework recognizes that the U.S. organization has role models for organization-wide excellence. In 1987, the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award was established by Congress to promote improved quality of goods and services in U.S. companies and organizations. February 8, 1988, the Foundation for Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award was established with an important mission, which is to ensure the long-term financial growth and viability of Baldrige Performance Excellence programs and to support organization performance excellence in the United States and throughout the world. November 14, 1988, President Reagan announced the first Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award recipients at a White House ceremony. Since then, Baldrige has continuously modernized and expanding its scope. Also, President Bill Clinton signed into law an expansion of authorized categories to include healthcare and education. The Baldrige framework was born for a non-prospective integrated management framework for manufacturing, service, and small businesses with assessment tools to evaluate improvement efforts. In 2005, the state's programs associated with the Alliance for Performance Excellence helped local organizations to start and continue their performance excellence journeys. States, local, and regional budget-based award programs use the Baldrige Excellence Framework to advance organizational excellence and competitiveness in their states and regions. These programs help many local organizations to start and continue their performance excellence journeys. Many Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award recipients had begun their performance excellence journey with their state quality award programs. In 2007, President Bush and Congress added the nonprofit and government category to the Baldrige framework. In 2010, Communities of Excellence 2026 is formed a few years later begins to host a national learning collaborative to train communities across the country. In 2011, the study showed the ratio of the Baldrige program benefits for the U.S. economy to its cost is estimated at 820 to 1. The Baldrige Performance Excellence Program significantly benefits the U.S. economy. That's a finding from a new economic study to determine the particular value of the organization using the Baldrige criteria for performance excellence. The benefits of the program outweigh the overall cost by 820 to 1 certainly support the belief that the Baldrige program creates great value for the U.S. economy. 2016, Baldrige-based Communities of Excellence 2026 framework released that the Baldrige Performance Excellence Program believes that the system approach to leadership management and continuous improvement found in the Baldrige Excellence Framework can be adapted to achieve performance excellence in communities, support and recognize communities as they work together to systematically identify, implement, and sustain improvement that enrich the opportunities, health, and well-being of their people. In 2020, the Baldrige Foundation launches the Institute for Performance Excellence. Its mission is to improve the practice of leadership and management in pursuit of performance excellence and its impact in every changing world. Over the last 30-plus years, there have been more than 130 recipients of Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award. The Baldrige impact is felt around the 30-plus state-based Baldrige programs support the local business, hospitals, schools, nonprofits, and government. 100-plus international program uses the Baldrige framework as the basis of their quality and performance excellence programs. For the 30-plus years, Baldrige Award recipients have been driven innovation in every sector of economy. And now, 2021-2022, Baldrige Excellence Framework feature a focus on organizational resilience, innovations, diversity, equity, and inclusion, digitations, and the fourth industrial revolution.
Hi, my name is Margaret M. DiPerini. The question is, why is Baldrige Excellence Framework relevant? So, the Baldrige gets a lot of attention. Another conclusion related to this metrics and accreditation expectation was that those who wish to apply the principle of organizational effectiveness by using this or any other matrix should be aware that the overarching expectation from accrediting organizational members was that many of the accreditation guidelines needed to be continuously reviewed. Alluding to the Baldridge model, in this case, anyone using the matrix should understand that continuous and regular review of the accreditation standards by all institutional stakeholders is expected and warranted in order to meet the guidelines regardless of whether the organizational effectiveness model states Baldridge or any other model. The Baldridge model has advantages in that it emphasizes the significance of regular evaluation of significant milestones, as well as the importance of maintaining and evaluating stakeholders' relationship. The importance of criteria characteristics are to focus on result in all areas of performance to ensure all strategies are balanced, are non-prescriptive and adaptable to promote creative and flexible approaches to foster incremental and breakthrough improvements, support a systematic perspective to maintain organizational wide goal alignment, support goal-based diagnosis based on the profile of performance-oriented strengths and opportunities to improve. The Baldridge Framework for Performance Excellence. Baldridge set out on a true systems perspective. It looks at all components of an organization with equal emphasis and focuses on how each part impacts and links with the others. It helps leaders align and integrate their leadership, strategy, customer and market focus, data analysis and knowledge management, workforce and process management systems to produce the best overall results. It is important to recognize most other tools and management systems focus on one or a few of these components more than the rest. Sometimes applying a tool in one part of the organization has a knock-on effect on another. The value of all tools and management systems that you deem to be of value complement Baldridge, and they can provide more detailed guidance on the pursuit of how to implement than what Baldridge does. Using Baldridge as your management system will help you determine which of these tools will most benefit your organization, and when the choice is what is the most suitable and effective to deploy in making improvements and moving towards excellence. The Baldridge criteria offer an organization-wide perspective that optimizes an entire system rather than just focuses on pockets of excellence, and that needs the consideration before you jump into selected tools that push the problem elsewhere perhaps. According to a 2013 survey of CEO members of the American College of Healthcare Executive and Senior Provider-based members of the Society for Healthcare Strategy and Market Development, 65% of surveyed hospitals are likely to use the Baldridge criteria for performance excellence as a systematic framework for performance improvement or as an internal assessment tool by 2018. Furthermore, 41% of respondents said they were likely to apply for the Baldridge Award or state-based Baldridge-based award by 2018. There are around 100 performance or business excellence programs worldwide. Most performance excellence models rely on the Baldridge criteria or criteria comparable to the Baldridge criteria. The expansion and effectiveness of Baldridge-based award programs at the state and municipal level, as well as the federal government, demonstrate that the Baldridge criteria are regarded as a reliable diagnostic tool for evaluating organizational performance. Over all the years, the criteria characteristics, goals, and purpose has remained constant. But within this, they have evolved significantly over time to keep relevant to the current economic and marketplace challenges and opportunities.
Hello, good day. This is Jeremy Caballes, and I'll be discussing about the people behind this framework and who are its award recipients. So, who are behind this framework? So, the Baldridge Performance Excellence Program and the associated award were established by Malcolm Bridge National Quality Improvement Act of 1987, Public Law 100 to 107. The program and award were named for Malcolm Bridge, who served as United States Secretary of Commerce during Reagan administration from 1981 until Baldridge's 1987 death in radio accident. The Malcolm Bridge National Quality Award, or MBNQA, is an award established by U.S. Congress in 1987. This is to raise awareness of quality management and recognize U.S. companies that have implemented successfully quality management systems. The award is the nation's highest presidential award for performance excellence. So there are a lot of recipients of this Malcolm Bridge Award, but I'm gonna highlight three. So we have here the Charter School of San Diego, California. So this school provides free personalized education to students in grades 6 to 12 who are at risk of not graduating from high school through a hybrid personal or online study program. Student performance from grades 6 to 8 and 11 in the California Assessment of Student Performance and Progress is double that of all competitors in English language arts and 3 times higher in math. Over the past 5 years, the school has increased the rate of students either graduating from high school or transitioning back to traditional high school from 97.7% to 98.1%. So the second recipient of this award is the Mid-America Transplant at St. Louis, Missouri. This is a private nonprofit that organizes organ transplants and serves as an eye and tissue bank for 84 countries in Missouri, Illinois, and Arkansas. Adopting the Baldridge framework in 2005 with a goal of saving more lives has helped it become one of the top performing organ procurement organization nationwide, with more than 125 organs transplanted annually per 1 million population since 2017. And our last recipient in here is Midway USA. This is in Columbia, Missouri. This is a family-owned internet retailer offering products for shooting, hunting, fishing, and outdoors. It ranks in top 3% of the best US performance in customer satisfaction out of 3,500 internet retailers.
How does Baldridge work? The Baldridge framework helps you to answer 3 questions. Is your organization doing as well as it needs to? How do you know? What and how should your organization improve or change? The Baldridge framework helps you manage all the components of organization as a unified whole to achieve your mission, ongoing success, and performance excellence called a systems perspective. The building blocks and integrating mechanisms are the Baldridge core values and concepts, the 7 interrelated criteria categories, and the scoring guidelines. Core values and concepts. The education criteria for performance excellence are based on a set of beliefs and behaviors found in high-performing organizations. Systems perspective, visionary leadership, student-centered excellence, valuing people, organizational learning and agility, focus on success, managing for innovation, management by fact, societal contributions, ethics and transparency, delivering value and results. Education criteria for performance excellence. By answering the questions in the education criteria for performance excellence, you explore your strengths and your opportunities for improvement in 7 critical aspects of managing and performing as an organization called categories. Number 1, leadership. How do you share your vision and lead your organization? How do you ensure good governance? Number 2, strategy. How do you prepare for the future? Number 3, customers. How do you listen to satisfy and engage your students and other customers? Number 4, measurement, analysis, and knowledge management. How do you use reliable data and information to make decisions? Number 5, workforce. How do you engage and empower your people? Number 6, operations. How do you ensure efficient and effective operations that deliver high-quality educational programs and services to your students and other customers? And number 7, results. How well are you doing? The linkages among these categories provide a system perspective on your organization. Some of these linkages are: number 1, the connection between your approaches in categories 1 to 6 and the results you achieve, category 7. Number 2, the connection between workforce and planning and strategic planning. And number 3, the need for student and other customer and market knowledge in creating your strategy and action plans. With Baldridge, just having stated process or sets of results is not enough. You can assess the maturity of your responses based on 4 evaluation dimensions for the process categories and 4 for the results category. Processes are the methods your organization uses to accomplish its work. With the Baldridge framework, you assess and improve your processes along 4 dimensions. Number 1, approach. How do you accomplish your organization's work? How systematic and effective are your key approaches? Number 2, deployment. How consistently are your key approaches used in relevant parts of your organization? Number 3, learning. How well have you evaluated and improved your key approaches? How well have your improvements been shared within your organization? Has new knowledge led to innovation? Number 4, integration. How well do your approaches reflect your current and future organizational needs? How well are processes and operations harmonized across your organization to achieve key organization-wide goals? With Baldridge, you assess your results along these 4 dimensions. Number 1, levels. What is your current performance on a meaningful measurement scale? Number 2, trends. Are the results improving, staying the same, or getting worse? Number 3, comparisons. How does your performance compare with the competitors or with benchmarks or industry leaders? Number 4, integration. Are you tracking results that are important to your organization? Are you using the results in decision making? As you respond to the criteria questions and assess your response against the scoring guidelines, you'll begin to identify strengths and gaps. First, within the criteria categories and then among them. The coordination of key processes and feedback between your processes and your results will lead to the cycle of improvement. As you continue to use the framework, you will learn more and more about your organization and begin to define the best ways to build on your strengths, close gaps, and innovate. Baldridge works if and only if 1. The leaders and the organization have the willingness and ability to develop an organizational culture based on the 11 core values of high-performing organizations defined by the criteria. Number 2, leaders in the organization are willing to commit to a long-term journey of continuous learning and improvement.